Hello, today we'll be talking about the histology of cerebellum and cerebrum. So, first we'll start with the histology of cerebellum. So, cerebellum is made up of folia. Each folium has a outer cortex and inner medulla. The cortex comprises of the gray matter and the medulla comprises of white matter. So here you can see the outer cortex and inner medulla, the different layers in the particular cortical part. So the cerebellar cortex has three layers. So outermost layer is called as the molecular layer. The middle layer is called as the Purkinje cell layer, and the inner layer is called as the granular cell layer. So now we'll take up each of these layers separately. The outermost layer, that is the molecular layer. So in H&E preparation, it is featureless and it stains pink, that is eosine stain. It mainly contains stellate cells, basket cells and their processes. Apart from this, it contains the dendrites of Purkinje cells, the Golgi cells and climbing fibers and axons of granule cells. So the middle layer comprises of the Purkinje cell layer. It is large pear-shaped cells. So we'll try to describe each Purkinje cell. So the Purkinje cells are flask-shaped and it is a single layered. Dendrites are present in the molecular layer. They are profusely branching and they contain the dendritic spines. They receive inputs from granule cells, that is parallel fibers. Apart from this, axons of stellate and basket cells and climbing fibers. The dendrites extend into the granular layer. They synapse with the deep cerebellar nucleus, the vestibular nucleus, as well as the Golgi cells through recurrent axon collaterals. So here you can visualize the Purkinje cell layer. So try to identify the Purkinje cells. Next we have the inner layer, that is called as a granular cell layer. They stain intensely with hematoxylin, that means they appear almost bluish. So they mainly contain granular cells with its axons and dendrites. Apart from these granular cells, we also see the mossy fibers and Golgi cell neurons. So even the axons of Purkinje cells extends into this granular cell layer. Now we'll see what is called as a synaptic glomerulus. So these are afferent terminals on the granular layer. So mainly this synaptic glomerulus comprises of the mossy fiber rosette in the center, forming the presynaptic element. So that is the main structure, the mossy fiber rosette. Then the granule cell dendrites, they envelope the rosette as postsynaptic element. Apart from this, we have the Golgi cell axons which synapse on the granule cell dendrites. Surrounding this particular synaptic glomerulus, we have the astrocyte foot processes or Bregman glial cells. So now we have two types of afferent fibers entering the cerebellar cortex to reach the Purkinje cells. They are the climbing fibers and mossy fibers. Climbing fibers from inferior olivary nucleus. In the molecular layer, they synapse with the dendrites of single Purkinje cell. The mossy fiber rosettes, they synapse with 20 dendrites of granule cells and axons of Golgi cells. The axons of granule cell enter the molecular layer and synapse with the dendrites of Purkinje cells. Both the climbing fibers and mossy fibers are excitatory to the Purkinje cells. Purkinje cells axons are main inputs to the neurons of cerebellar nuclei. They are inhibitory to cerebellar nuclei. Purkinje cell in turn has inhibitory synapses with stellate and basket cells of molecular layer. The climbing fibers from inferior olivary complex, they have direct action on the individual Purkinje cell. Powerful, sharply localized. The basket cells, stellate cells, Golgi cells act as inhibitory interneurons. The mossy fibers from spinal cord or brainstem centers, they have indirect action on Purkinje cells via granule cells. So it is diffuse in action. Thousands of Purkinje cells may be excited. Next, the histology of cerebrum. So this is the cerebrum, which contains outer grey matter and inner white matter. You can see the different sulci and gyri. So in the cerebrum, we have 6 layers. This outer grey matter contains 6 layers. The molecular layer or a plexiform layer, outer granular layer, outer pyramidal layer, inner granular layer, inner pyramidal layer, and polymorphous layer. So same thing has been depicted here. We have the molecular layer, outer granular layer, outer pyramidal layer, inner granular layer. In this layer we are going to find the outer band of bilager, an inner pyramidal layer. We have the inner band of bilager and the polymorphous layer. Same 6 layers have been depicted. Now we'll take up one by one. The first layer, that is a molecular layer or a plexiform layer. Here a few horizontal cells of Kajal and their processes are present. Apart from this, we have horizontal nerve fibers which comprises of dendrites of pyramidal neurons, axons of stellate and Martinotti cells. Afferent fibers from extracortical areas, especially thalamus or elsewhere, reach this layer. The second layer is the outer granular layer, which contain numerous granule or stellate cells and small pyramidal cells which are less in number. The third layer is the outer pyramidal layer, where pyramidal cells are of varying sizes. Small pyramidal cells lie in the superficial zone, while the medium-sized pyramidal cells in the deeper zone. Apart from this, there are satellite cells which are scattered. Next, coming to the fourth layer, that's the inner granular layer. This is narrowest of all the other layers. So densely packed with stellate or granule cells. Few medium-sized pyramidal cells are dispersed in irregular manner. So this layer contains the inner zone or layer which contains tangential fibers, that is called as the outer band of bile agar. So here you try to visualize the outer band of bile agar in the inner granular layer. Next, the fifth layer, that is called as inner pyramidal layer, or also called as the ganglionic layer. So this contains the largest pyramidal cells or bed cells. So few scattered non-pyramidal cells are also present. This layer contains the inner band of bile agar. So these are prominent horizontal fibers, which is a striking feature close to the outer zone. So again try to identify the inner band of bile agar in the inner pyramidal layer or the ganglionic layer. Next, coming to the sixth layer, the polymorphous layer, also called as multiform layer. So it comprises of neurons of variety of shapes like pyramidal, spindle, ovoid cells, etc. Cells are small to medium in size. So different types of cortexes are present. So we may have homotypical cortex or heterotypical cortex. So in homotypical cortex, all 6 lamina which you have seen previously are present. So which comprises of the various layers, that is the molecular layer, outer granular layer, outer pyramidal layer, inner granular layer, inner pyramidal layer and pleomorphic layer. But in case of heterotypical type of cortex, few layers may be absent. So the cortex may be agranular or granular. So 2 varieties we have. So agranular cortex, that is seen in area 4, 6, 8 and 44. So mainly related to the motor or premotor areas. The granular layers are maximally developed. But in lamina 2, that is outer granular layer, and the inner granular layer, that is lamina 4, they are poorly developed. Pyramidal neurons of various sizes are predominant in most layers of the cortex. Next, coming to the granular type or the sensory cortex. Here the granular layer is highly developed. It is closely packed with stellate neurons in most lamina, but the pyramidal and ganglionic layers are poorly developed or absent. Few scattered small pyramidal cells are seen. This granular cortex is seen in sensory area or post-central gyrus area 312, visual cortex area 17, acoustic areas, anterior transverse temporal gyrus area 41 and 42. Just coming to the assignment. Draw and label the microscopic structure of cerebrum. Similarly, draw and label the microscopic structure of cerebellum and the following MCQs. So the MCQs are, so number one, that is the So in CNS, the myelination is carried out by A. Microglia, B. Oligodendroglia, C. Astrocytes, and D. Ependymal cells. So second MCQ, the following neuroglial cells is called brain macrophages. That is, A is microglia, B oligodendroglia, C astrocytes, and D ependymal cells. The third MCQ. So in cerebellum, the inputs to the cerebellum nuclei come from A. basket cells, B. stellate cells, C. Purkinje cells, and D. granular cells. Next MCQ. Following is not a feature of climbing fibers of cerebellum. The fibers are excitatory. B. They arise from in the inferior olivary nucleus. C. They synapse with the granular cells. And D. They climb to the molecular layer.